What is up, guys? Today we're going to talk about Scrotty G and his never-ending GoFundMes, and we're going to talk about the state of England now, because it feels like every day, like I'll put the news on and it'll just be something more ridiculous that's happened, and you watch YouTube and it just this country's on its arse, and it's hard for me because I remember when England was a really good country. You know, when I grew up in England, it was nothing like it is now. But now, mass immigration, it's just ruined it. No one speaks English anymore. It's sad, really. But anyway, I'm going to get into it. And I'll start off with Scrotty G. Now, anybody who's battling addiction, right? Anybody who has got... Because I've been trying to root for Scotty, you know, since he started getting clean. And we don't even know if he is clean. Apparently he is. You know, he's put a little bit of weight on. But, you know, we don't know if he really is clean. But, you know, I've been trying to root for him. Anybody who's man enough to say, yes, I've got a problem, you know, I need to sort it out, I'm going to try and get clean, even if they don't fail, even if they don't succeed, you know, you've still got to respect that. So, I've been trying to root for him, but the thing what does my head in is these GoFundMes. I mean, it's ridiculous. All the old gangsters are at it, and let's not forget, right, these people were horrible cunts. You know, they were stains on the underpants of society. They were strong-arming people, because you don't reach a level what these people have reached as a gangster if you're not a horrible cunt. You know, and make no mistake, if you got in the way back when they were in the prime, they'd have rolled over you. You know, you might have got your toes lopped up. And people are like running round. All these little esoteric band of weirdos are like throwing money at them, stroking their egos day after day. You never see me tag none of these motherfuckers, because I don't want no to do with them. But yeah, and they're all begging for money, and they've got all the little minions. Oh yeah, back in the day, they would have fucking rolled over you. But yeah. It's your money. If you want to give it to people like that, then that's up to you. But me personally, I think there's better things to be setting up GoFundMes for, because all you're doing is devaluing it. Nowadays, you see a GoFundMe, it's like another GoFundMe. Whereas before, people were using it correctly, then you could say, well, this must be a good cause. They've put up a GoFundMe. You know, if somebody's if somebody's got a kid who's terminally ill and he wants one last trip to Disneyland, put up a GoFundMe. You know, if somebody does a heroic a deed in the streets, you know, rescues some kids from a house fire, or, you know, takes a bullet for some woman or grandmother, then put up a GoFundMe. But not like some crackhead who's just decided to finally get clean. And listen, he's already had one, old Scrotty G. You know, they took him off the streets, they set up a GoFundMe so he could get back on his feet. Okay, right, I can kind of understand that. I wouldn't do it myself. But now it's like, oh yeah, now I need some new teeth. You know, if you need some new teeth, get a job. Fucking go out, earn some money, and get some. You know, it's that beggar mentality. It winds me up. It's just like when you go to town and there's a beggar in town, right? Comes up, you'll give him a quid because you feel sorry for him. He's like, oh, thank you. But then you see him again the next day, and it's like, oh, comes up again because you gave him a quid the day before, and now he wants another quid. So you're like, oh, go on then, here then. And then he sees you, comes running over, and then he says, oh, have you got 2 quid? And now he's expecting it, and that's what's happening with Scrotty. You know, people have been nice, people have been kind and generous, so now he's trying to, like, take the piss, you know. And listen, when I was a homeless heroin addict, in fact, I'll tell you what, Scrotty, I'll give you what I got when I was a homeless heroin addict. Here's absolutely nothing, and plenty of it, because that's what I got. But like I say, there's nothing wrong with, like, let's say, he's not even got a good channel. He doesn't help anyone, he doesn't motivate anyone, he doesn't make anyone laugh, he just sits there waffling. But there's nothing wrong with, like, say you've got a channel like me, right? I've got nothing, I don't get paid for what I do. But if I can, like, make somebody laugh, like, I'll try and do a 10-minute video every day. I try and motivate people, inspire people, and it's got to the point now where I don't really even have to say it, because people come onto this channel and they'll go into comments and they'll say, oh, I'm struggling, Pad. And then there'll be like 5, 6, 7 dudes or women like bigging him up, saying, oh, you've got this, you can do this. So I don't really even have to do it now. Everybody in the comments, they've all come together and they'll support each other, which is exactly what I wanted. But there's nothing wrong with providing comedy. Like I like to do funny videos. If I could make maybe somebody's struggling, they're miserable or depressed, and if I can put out a video and take them away from that, even if it's just for 10 minutes so they can have a bit of a laugh, then that's what I want to do, and there's nothing wrong with putting like a donation button in. You get paid from the adverts. So if somebody watches it and they're like, oh yeah, I appreciate that, it made me laugh, here's £1, or there's no wrong with that. But when you're like asking people to get you new clothes and then they get it, and now they're expecting you to get them new teeth, it's like they want you to fund their lifestyle. It don't work like that. There's plenty of people out there working for free, putting in 12-hour shifts, volunteers that depend on donations, and they're working to help sick children, or they're trying to make this world a better place. They need GoFundmes. They deserve donations more than anyone. Not some local crackhead who's decided to get clean and he's already had a GoFundMe. I mean, the cheeky cunt wants new teeth. Buy him a toothbrush, some toothpaste. You know what I mean? It's not... It fucking winds me up. But that's what they like, you give them an inch, they want a mile. And I wish Scotty well, I hope he does succeed, but you can't expect people to pay for your lifestyle, people to pay for your new teeth. If you want them, you go out like everybody else in the country, and you have to work hard and save up, and then you can get your fucking teeth. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about that because it wound me up. And stop with all this GoFundMe nonsense. The fucking old gangsters, the horrible cunts, don't give them notes. Give them a kick up the arse. But yeah, the state of the country now. I was watching, and this is another thing that wound me up. I was watching that 24 Hours in Police Custody last night. I like watching that. Nowadays it's all immigrants, like everything in England. Running around with knives or drug dealing, and last night it was drug dealing. And I was watching it and I'm thinking, is this fucking real? Am I tripping here? Is this a spoof? Because that's what it feels like. That movie Scream, and they did like a spoof version called Scary Movie, what was like a parody of the Scream movie, and that's what it's like now in England. I'm watching this, I'm thinking, is this a fucking parody? Is this a spoof? Am I being pranked here? There was a guy, a drug dealer, got caught, and his solicitors, they're rolling up. He's got a big posh car, top of the range car, glasses on, fat as a pig, rolling down the street with gangster music blaring. I'm like, is this a joke? He's a fucking solicitor. And he rolls up, right, gets out, his glasses on, suit, fucking gangster attire, and he goes in and he's talking about his clients, saying, oh yes, drug dealers are the elite of our society. I'm like, what? The fucking drug dealers. And they're sat in the interview room, right, and there's this poor copper, probably works fucking 7 days a week, a little old man, and he's interviewing this drug dealer and this solicitor, and they're talking about buying Porsches, saying, oh yeah, I'm getting the latest Porsche. And this old bloke, copper's sat there, he has to listen to this. And then he starts threatening the copper, saying, oh, if you talk to my mother like that again, watch. You just fucking watch. And I'm sat there thinking, they wouldn't do that in America. This is a fucking drug dealer and his solicitor, and they're threatening the copper. And the poor old copper, he didn't even do out wrong anyway. He's saying, I didn't talk to your mum, what are you on about? And he's saying, oh, well, fucking watch. And I'm thinking, if that was America, they'd have gripped him up, thrown him on the floor, stuck him in cuffs and chucked him in a cell. Put a fucking gun to his head and say, oh, you want to be a tough guy, are you? Well, let's see. And that's where we are now as a country. It's like, it winds me up, man. It's like the dangerous immigrants are allowed to roam free and do what they want and walk around like they own the place. And the good, hard-working people of England have to sit there and grease up and take it up with the bum cheeks. It's laughable. It seems like every day you put the news on, it's all fucking Palestine and Hezbollah and Iran and all this shit. And it's all immigrant reporters. It's like we're being took over. No one speaks English anymore. But yeah, anyway, that's the video for today. So, Scrotty, come on mate, fix up, look sharp. Stop with this GoFundMe nonsense. No one's buying you no teeth. If you want them, you fucking earn them. Buy yourself a toothbrush in the meantime. I'd always like to ask Scotty, why don't you clean your teeth, bruh? It's not hard. Like 2 minutes a day. Just give them a scrub. And there you go. That's it, done. And this fucking drug dealers ruling the streets. Coppers just sit there doing nothing. Because they can't. As soon as they do, ooh, racist. And then they end up getting compensation for, they'll arrest someone, throw him on the ground, and they'll get compensation. This world's gone mad. But anyway, that's the video for today. If you like this video, press the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Lift your pop.